Picture this. It's a Tuesday afternoon and you're slumped over your desk, the cursor blinking mockingly over a half-written email that's been haunting you for hours. Your coffee's gone cold, sitting there like a sad monument to your fading energy. Your neck stiff from hunching over, and your brain is like a car stuck in the mud, spinning its wheel but going nowhere. 1 minute you're trying to focus, the next you're replaying that awkward moment from last week when you waved at someone who wasn't even waving at you. Then your mind jumps towards for dinner, and before you know it, you're cringing at that one dumb thing you said in 2018. We've all been there, haven't we? That foggy, scattered feeling where your brain just won't cooperate. But here's the kicker. It's not that your brain's broken or that you're doomed to stumble through life like this. No, it's something else entirely. Your brain's potential is sitting there untapped, waiting for you to wake it up. Let's be real for a second. Most of us go through our day running on autopilot, barely scratching the surface of what our mind can do. It's not because we are lazy or incapable, it's because no one ever handed us the manual. Your brain's like a Ferrari parked in your garage, gleaming with horsepower, but you are only using it to crawl to the corner store in first gear. You've got this incredible machine capable of razor sharp focus, lightning fast problem solving, and a memory that could rival a supercomputer, but is stuck in neutral. Why? Because we've never been taught how to shift it into high gears. The good news, scratch that. The great news is that science has figured it out. Neuroscientists, psychologists, and researchers have spent decades peering into the human mind, uncovering strategies that don't just tweak your thinking, they revolutionize it. We're not talking about guzzling energy drinks until your heart's racing or pumping some sketchy pills that promises genius in the bottle. This is about real, proven, down-to-earth habit stuff you can start doing today, right now, that will transform your brain into the powerhouse it was always meant to be. In this video, we're diving deep, way deeper than the surface level tips you've been used to. We're exploring 5 science-backed up strategies to supercharge your thinking, each one unpacked with so much detail you'll feel like you're holding the key to your own mind. By the time we're done, you'll have a toolkit that doesn't just promise a sharper brain, it delivers. So grab a pen, pull up a chair, or just lean close, because this is where your journey to a faster, smarter, brilliant you begins. Podcast. Strategy number 1, move your body. Your brain's secret weapon. Let's start with something you might not expect. Movement. Yeah, I know. When you think exercise, your mind probably jumps to gym bro flexing in the mirror, or that one friend who won't stop talking about their marathon training. But stick with me here, because this isn't about getting ripped or running 26 miles. It's about unlocking your brain's hidden potential. When you move your body, you're not just working your muscles, you're giving your brain a full upgrade. Picture this. Every step you take, every stretch you do, every time your heart pumps a little faster, you're sending a rush of oxygen, rich blood straight into your head. That's not just keeping you awake, it's feeding your neurons, those tiny powerhouses that control everything you think, feel, and remember. Here's where it gets wild. Deep inside your brain, there's a little region called the hippocampus. It's like the filing cabinet where all your memories get stored. Every name you learn, every fact you pick, every moment you want to hold on to, it goes there. But here's the thing. The hippocampus isn't static, it's alive, constantly growing or shrinking based on how you treat it. And exercise is like pouring Miracle Grow on that thing. When you move, your brain pumps out something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF for short. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your mind. It doesn't just keep your neurons healthy, it helps them sprout new connection, making your brain faster, sharper, and more adaptable. It's like upgrading your Wi-Fi from dial-up fiber optic, and everything just works better. If you want to work better, consider subscribing to this channel, because there's a whole lot for you to learn. You improve your life, you'll become better when you smash the subscribe button. Let's back this up with some real evidence. There's this study from Positive Psychology that I can't stop thinking about. They took 144 people, teenagers all the way up to folks in their 90s, and they had them do something ridiculously simple. 15 minutes of moderate cycling, not hardcore spin class, not a race, just a chill bike ride, like something you do with your dog trotting alongside. Afterward, they tested their memory and the results were jaw-dropping. Across every age group, every fitness level, their memory performance shot up. It didn't matter if they were 16 or 96, movement flipped a switch in their brain. That's the power of your body in motion. It's not about how intense it is, it's about showing up and doing it. Now, let's bring this into your world. Imagine you're stuck. Maybe it's a work project that got you spinning in a circle, or you're just cramming for a test and the words on the page might as well be hieroglyphics. You've been staring at your laptop for an hour and your brain screaming for a break. But you keep pushing, hoping caffeine will save you. Stop, close the screen, stand up and take a step outside. Take a 10-minute walk, no phone, no podcast, just you and the sound of your footstep. Feel the breeze on your face. Notice the way your leg loosen up. Let your thoughts drift wherever they want to go. When you sit back down, something's different. The fog's gone. The ideas that were stuck start flowing like water through a busted dam. That's not magic, it's your brain waking up thanks to a little movement. And here's the beauty. You don't need fancy equipment or personal trainer. You don't even need an hour. Picture this instead. You're waiting for your microwave to ding. Do a quick set of jumping jacks. You're on a call that's dragging on. Pace around your living room. You've got 5 minutes before dinner. Blast your favorite song and dance like no one's watching. It's not about turning into a fitness guru, it's about weaving movement into your day like a second nature. Maybe it's a morning stretch while your coffee brews, or a brisk walk after lunch to shake off that afternoon slump. Do it consistently, 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and watch what happens. Your focus tightens like a laser. Your memory starts snapping details into place. Your mood lifts like someone turned up the brightness on your life. Wow. That's your brain thanking you for finally treating it right. Number 2, sleep like you mean it. Yeah, I can hear you already. I know I should sleep more, but who's got the time? Trust me, I get it. Life is a juggling act and sleep often feels like the ball we drop first. But here's the thing. Cutting corners on sleep isn't just making you tired, it's sabotaging your brain. Think of your mind like a high-tech gadget, maybe a sleek new phone or a gaming console. You wouldn't expect it to run at full speed if you never plug it in, right? Sleep's your charger. When you're out cold, drooling on your pillow, your brain's doing some serious heavy lifting. It's sorting through everything you saw, heard and learned that day, filing it away so you can actually use it later. It's like your brain personal assistant tidying up the mess of your waking hours. But it goes deeper than that, way deeper. While you're dreaming about winning the lottery or running from a giant spider, your brain is running a cleanup crew called the glymphatic system. Sound like sci-fi, right? It's real and it's incredible. This system flushes out toxic junk like beta amyloid proteins that build up in your brain all day. Leave that stuff in there and it's like letting garbage pile up in your house. Eventually, everything starts to stink. Skimp on the sleep and you are just growing groggy. You are letting that sludge clog your circuit, dulling your focus, slowing your reaction and making you forget where you parked your car. Get enough sleep, 7 to 9 hours, and it's like hitting reset. Your brain wakes up, sparkling clean, ready to tackle anything. Let's look at some proof. There's this study, headline, talked about with kids age 10 to 14. They had the team do a memory task, then split them into 2 groups. One slept between the task and the test. The other didn't. The sleeper crushed it. 20% better recall than the bleary-eyed crew. Why? Because sleep doesn't just rest you, it locks in what you've learned turning shaky short-term memories into rock solid long-term ones. And don't think it's just for kids. Adults need that consolidation too. Whenever you're prepping for a big meeting or just trying to remember where you put your keys, less than 7 hours and your brain is running on fumes. You are not just tired, you're dumber, slower, and way likely to snap at someone over nothing. Let's paint a scene. You've got a huge day tomorrow, maybe a presentation that could make or break your next step at work. You're nervous, so you stay up late, tweaking slide, rehearsing line, tripling, checking stats. It's 1 a.m, then it's 2 a.m, and you're still going. Fueled by that adrenaline and coffee, you finally crash for 4 measly hours. You drag yourself to the meeting. You're fumbling words, forgetting points, and praying no one notices how off you are. Now let's flip the script. Same big day, but this time you're smart about it. You set a bedtime, say 10 p.m, and stick to it like it's law. An hour before, you dim the lights, put your phone in another room because doom scrolling habits is sleep assassin, and maybe crack open a book or sip some chamomile tea. You slide into your bed, the room's cool and dark, you drift off into 8 glorious hours. Morning comes and you're a different person, sharp, calm, ready to own that presentation like it's nothing. That's sleep doing its job. So how do you make this a reality? Treat sleep like a sacred ritual. Pick a consistent bedtime and wake up time. Say 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and guard it like it's a VIP event. Build a wind down routine. Maybe it's a warm shower to melt the day's tension, a few minutes of stretching to loosen up, or just sitting quietly with your thoughts. Keep your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Cool, around 65 Fahrenheit work wonders. Dark, blackout curtain are your friend. And quiet, earplugs if your neighbor's a night owl. Dish screen an hour before bed. Those blue light trick your brain into thinking it's noon. Try it for a week, 7 nights of solid rest, and you feel the difference. Your thoughts snap into place faster, your patience stretches longer, and that mid-afternoon crash gone. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's your brain's secret weapon. Find your calm. Alright, let's shift gears into something that might sound a little out there at first. Meditation. I know. Maybe you are picturing a monk perched on a mountaintop, leg crossed, chanting while wind whips around him. Or maybe it's that friend who won't stop raving about their yoga retreat. But hear me out, because this isn't about becoming some enlightened guru. It's about giving your brain a break and a boost at the same time. Meditation is not just woo-woo fluff, it's a science-backed tool that can rewire your mind in ways you wish you've discovered years ago. Here's the deal. When you meditate, even for a minute, you're doing more than just sitting there looking chill. You're changing the actual structure of your brain. Study shows it beef up the gray matter, the stuff that powers your thinking in areas like the prefrontal cortex, which is basically your brain's CEO. It handles focus, decision making, keeping your cool when life gets messy. More gray matter means you are better at juggling tasks, remembering details, and not losing it when your boss piles another deadline. But it's not just about structure, it's about stress too. Meditation slashes cortisol, that nasty hormone that floods your system, cuddling your thought like a fog on a windshield. Clear that away and your mind's free to run at full speed. There's this study with Taiwanese college student that blows my mind every time I think about it or I research about it. They practice mindfulness, simple stuff like focusing on your breath or noticing the world around them. And after a while, their spatial working memory got a serious upgrade. That's the kind of memory you use when navigating a new place or keeping track of a dozen things at once. Less stress, better focus, sharper recall, all from sitting still and breathing. Sign me up. Not just for students, whether you're a parent juggling a million responsibility or a professional dodging a curveball, meditation's like a reset button for your brain. Imagine it's one of those days, the kind where everything is hitting you at once. Your inbox is overflowing, your phone's buzzing like a beehive, and your to-do list is laughing at you from the corner of your desk. Your chest feels tight, your thoughts are racing, and you want spilled coffee from a meltdown. Instead of powering through, it never works anyway. You pause, find a quiet spot, your car, a corner of your office, or even the bathroom if that's what it takes. You sit down, you close your eyes and breathe. In 4 seconds, hold for 4, out for 4, and repeat. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenched, your mind slow down. 5 minutes later, you open your eyes and the world hasn't changed, but you have. The chaos is still there, but it's manageable now. You're calm, you're clear, and you've got this. You don't need to meditate for hours or buy a $200 cushion to make this work. Start small, 5 minutes a day. Sit somewhere comfy, set a timer, and focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, and it will, don't sweat it, just bring it back. Apps like Calm or Headspace can guide you, or you can keep it simple and go solo. Maybe it's in the morning before the day ticks off, or at night to shake off the stress. Picture this: you're in traffic, stuck behind some guy who doesn't know what the turn signal is. Instead of fuming, you breathe deep and slow. Let it go. Over time, those 5 minutes turn into habits, and you'll notice the shift. Your focus gets tighter, your patience grows, and stress is still there, but it doesn't own you anymore. That's your brain finding its calm and thriving because of it. Number 4, feed your brain. Now let's talk about food, because what you put in your mouth doesn't just fill your stomach, it fuels your mind. I'll be straight with you. That sugary muffin you grabbed on your way to work is a ticking time bomb for your brain. Sure, it tastes like heaven for 10 minutes, but the crash hits your energy tanks, your focus blow, and you are reaching for a coffee just to stay upright. Sugar's a roller coaster. It spikes your blood sugar, then drop it like a stone, leaving your brain scrambling for a steady fall. If you want to think clearly, you've got to feed your brain the good stuff, real whole food that keep it humming all day long. Let's start with omega-3 fatty acid. Find these fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, plus walnuts, chia seed, and flaxseed. These aren't just healthy fats, they are like the construction crew for your brain cells. Omega-3s build and repair your neurons membrane, keeping them flexible and firing fast. A huge review of 28 study, 28, find that omega-3s boost memory, especially as you age. But it's not just about holding to the past, it's about performing now. Those fats speed up how your neurons talk to each other, so your thoughts flow quicker, you recall sharper, and you're not grouping for words in the middle of a sentence. Then there's antioxidants, your brain's bodyguards. B vitamin help your brain churn out neurotransmitters, chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and keep you focused, happy, and on point. Let's bring this home. Picture your usual lunch, maybe a fast food burger, fries, and a soda. It's quick, it's cheap, and it fills you up until 2 p.m. Rolls around and you're nodding off at your desk. Brain fog thicker than a London morning. Now swap that out. Imagine a plate of grilled salmon, a pile of steamed broccoli, drizzled with olive oil, and a handful of quinoa. Or if you are on the go, a smoothie with spinach, berries, scoops of almond, butter, and a splash of flaxseed oil. You eat, and instead of crashing, you are steady, energy humming, mind clicking, and ready to tackle the afternoon. That's not a fluke. That's your brain running on premium gas instead of cheap junk. How do you make this stick? Start small. Swap one bad habit at a time. That's mid-morning donut. Trade it for a handful of almond and a square of dark chocolate. Love your nighty ice cream? Try a bowl of Greek yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of chia seed. Aim for balance. A little protein, some healthy fat, complex carbs at every meal. Maybe it's eggs and avocado on whole grain toast for breakfast, or a salad with chicken walnuts and olive oil for lunch. Once a week, cook up some salmon or toss sardines on a cracker. It's not about being perfect, it's about consistency. After a month, you'll feel it. No more sugar crashes, just clear, steady thinking from morning to night. Your brain's not begging for a break, it's thanking you for the upgrade. Challenge your mind. Finally, let's talk about keeping your brain sharp, because if you don't use it, you lose it. Your brain is not a muscle, it acts like one. Push it, stretch it, and it grows stronger. Let it sit idle and it gets rusty. The secret? Mentally stimulating stuff. Puzzles, books, new skills, anything that makes your brain sweat a little. It's about keeping your mind agile, like a dancer who never misses a step. When you challenge your brain, you are building new neural pathways. Think of them as highways connecting different parts of your mind. The more highways you got, the faster your thought travel. The quicker you solve problem, the easier you remember that random fact from last week. There's this study of 42 adults with mild cognitive issue that proves the point. They spent 8 hours over 4 weeks, barely 2 hours a week, doing brain training. We're talking about Sudoku, crossword, memory game stuff you could do on your couch with a cup of tea. The result, their memory got a measurable boost. Why? Because those tasks force your brain to flex, forging connection and keep it plastic, meaning it can adapt, learn and grow no matter how old you are. But it's not just about puzzles. Learning a language, picking up a guitar, even mastering a tricky recipe, all of it counts. The magic ingredient is novelty. New stuff make your brain uncomfortable, and that discomfort is where the growth happens. Let's make it vivid. Say you've always wanted to play the piano. You've got an old keyboard collecting dust in the corner, so you decide to give it a shot. You sit down, pull up a beginner video online and start fumbling through. Twinkle twinkle little star. Your fingers trip over each other. The rhythm's off, you're pretty sure the cat's judging you, but you stick with it. 15 minutes a day. In a week, you are hitting notes. In a month, you're playing a simple tune without looking. And here's the crazy part. It's not just about music. You notice you're sharper at work, quicker with solution, even remembering names you've used to blank out on. That's your brain rewiring itself, getting stronger from the challenge. Or maybe piano is not your thing. Picture this instead. You're at a family dinner and your cousins rattling off Spanish phrases from their latest trip. You've always wanted to learn, so you download an app, Duolingo, Babbel or whatever, and commit to it 10 minutes a day. At first, it's brutal. Hola is easy, but then comes the verb, the conjugation, the rolled R's, the tie your tongue knot. You butcher it, laugh at yourself, keep going. 2 weeks later, you're ordering tacos in Spanish at your local spot, grinning like a kid, and beyond that, your brain's buzzing, focus tighter, creativity flowing, even your patience growing. That's the ripple effect of a challenged mind. Here's how to do it. Carve out a little time, 10 to 15 minutes a day. Pick something new. Maybe it's a crossword over breakfast, a memory game on your lunch break, or a chapter of a book that makes you think, like philosophy or science. Not just fluff. Mix it up. If you are a math whiz, try poetry. If you are an artist, tackle a logic puzzle. Feel the stretch. That this is hard moment. That's your brain growing. Do it daily and watch what happens. Your problem solving gets slicker, your recall gets snappier, and your creativity is like someone flipped a switch. Challenge your mind and it will rise to the occasion every single time. Guys, that's it for this video or this episode. Thank you for sticking around to the end. If you want to get more of this, please consider subscribing, following, or saving our podcast. We have a lot more for you to come. Also, I would love to invite you to my private community called the Fulfillment Coterie, a place where you grow, you learn, you become better, you get access to resources that could make your life easier and better. The link will be in the description. Just join us there and see the magic happen. So till next time, I will catch you on the part 2 of this video. Watch out for the part 2 of this video or this podcast. I'll see you next week.